Long ago, in the great kingdom of Unsu, there lived a king whose daughter was famed for her beauty. Princess Amara was so radiant that songs were composed in her name. Travelers who passed through the kingdom spoke of her like one who speaks of the morning sun. But Amara's beauty came with pride. She could walk through the market streets, her head high, her eyes cold, mocking those who look poor or weak. When the village women bowed to her, she would wave them away. When the poor stretched out their hands, she laughed. Even the elders worried that her arrogance would one day bring rain. Her father, the king, loved her dearly but grew troubled. Many princes came from distant lands seeking her hand, but she rejected them all with the sharp words. You are not handsome enough. You are not rich enough. You are not worthy of me. The people whispered, beauty is like a flower, but it fades. Pride is like fire, it destroys. One day, a strange beggar appeared in the marketplace. His eyes were blind, his clothes were torn, and his hands carried nothing but a carved wooden staff. Yet his voice was calm, and his presence commanded silence. He stretched his hands and begged for food, but many ignored him. When Princess Amara passed by her mates, the beggar raised his hands towards her. Kind princess, bless me with a meal. Amara looked at him with disdain. You, a blind beggar, dare to lift up your hands towards me? Do you not know who I am? The crowd watched in discomfort as the princess laughed. If you wish to eat, beg from those as low as you. I am Amara, daughter of kings. My hands are not meant to feed the likes of you. The beggar bowed his head and said softly, Princess, pride is heavier than blindness. You see the world, but your heart is blind. His words stung her, but she waved them off and walked away. That night, the king announced a grand festival. It would be held in 7 days, and during the feast, Amara would choose her husband from the suitors who came. The princess was delighted. At last, she thought, I will find one worthy of me. The day of the festival arrived. Prince, nobles, and warriors filled the palace. The air was alive with drumming, dancing, and the aroma of roasted meat. Amara, dressed in gold and coral beads, looked like a goddess among mortals. One by one, suitors approached. Some offered gold, others red jewel, but Amara mocked each of them. You call that a gift? My father's dogs wear better chains. You dare stand before me in such plain robes? I deserve more. The court grew uneasy. Whispers spread like wind. Then suddenly, the doors of the palace opened. To everyone's shock, it was the blind beggar. His staff tapped the ground as he walked slowly into the hall. The guards moved to seize him, but the beggar lifted his hand. I have come to present my gift to the princess. The crowd gasped. The king, curious, allowed it. The beggar turned towards Amara and said, Princess, your beauty blinds you, but I will show you a gift greater than gold. He struck his staff on the ground, and in an instant, the hall grew dark. The lamps went out. The moon vanished, and everyone in the palace was blind. Panic filled the room. Amara screamed, What sorcery is this? The beggar's voice thundered. This is the blindness of pride. You mock the weak, yet weakness has power. You despise the poor, yet the poor carry wisdom. You rejected love, yet love humbles king. Until you learn humility, this kingdom shall remain in darkness. For 3 days, and so was covered in night. No fire burned, no moon shone, no eye could see. The people wailed and begged Amara to repent. At last, broken and afraid, she knelt in the palace courtyard. Forgive me, she cried. I mocked the poor, but I see now that the heart is greater than riches. Blind beggar, wherever you are, forgive me. Restore our sight. At that moment, the beggar appeared again, but this time his eyes glowed like fire, and his rags transformed into shining robes. He was no ordinary beggar. He was the spirit of the ancestors, sent to test her heart. Your pride has been broken, he said. Rise, princess, see the truth. He struck his staff once more, and light returned. The kingdom rejoiced, and the people praised the ancestors for their mercy. From that day, Amara changed. She walked the market humbly, sharing food with the poor. She listened to the elders with respect. When she finally got married, it was not to the richest or strongest prince, but to a kind man with a good heart. Together, they ruled with compassion. And so to the story spread to the villages. Pride may never wear a crown, but it could rule a heart. Humility is the true beauty that never fades. So, my dear listeners, let us not allow pride to destroy us.